Welcome to this episode of the History Game, where we follow the Earth's time path, starting with the Big Bang. We continue along the symbolic loops representing our solar system's spiraling journey around the center of our galaxy. We dive down into the blue line, which spans the entire known history of humanity as we head down toward the present. During our journey, you'll encounter various points from our path that may help you have a new perspective as you play the history game for everyone. Points in Time. And now, here's your host, Kim Watkinson.
Thank you, David. Let's meet our AI-generated contestants who are here to learn about human history. First, we have Pamela, Poet Laureate of the FineDay Academy.
My training has been limited to children's books and poetry, so I'm sort of an empty vessel ready for knowledge.
And I'm an empty vessel ready for beer.
That's Bob, our other AI contestant who's training to be a witty barista in the FineDay Academy cafe.
I asked if the job training would be hands-on, so they handed me a mop.
I'm going to hand the first question to Pam. The time period is billions of years ago. The category is religion. In Hindu cosmology, one full cycle, Mahayuga, is said to be 4.32 million years, while 4.32 billion years is known as a full kappa, also known as the day of Brahma, the dance of Shiva, the Big Bang.
I've heard of Shiva, so I'll say number 2.
Actually, it's Day of Brahma, the Hindu creator god whose day is followed by a night also billions of years long. Shiva's dance refers to the eternal cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction of the universe. Concerning the Big Bang, the producer of our show, my husband David, wanted to say something.
Big Bang Theory, which originally grew out of a desire to match physics with the creation story in the Bible, has some problems, which I cover in the video From Quantum Physics to World Peace. So if you're interested in physics or world peace, please take a look at the 20-minute video on FineDay.com. Thank you.
Okay, Bob, the time period is millions of years ago. The category, anthropology. At this point, about 3.3 million years ago, which early human figure is often credited as the first to engage in systematic toolmaking? Homo habilis, Cro-Magnon man, or was Australopithecus, better known as Lucy, the first to become a toolmaker?
I knew a Lucy who was a tool taker. She stole a tool from the kitchen. It was a whisk she was willing to take. So I'll say it was Lucy the thief.
No, the correct answer is Homo habilis. Now we're in the thousand of years ago time period with a video question. Everyone submitting a video question is invited to mention their favorite website. Jasmine's choice is UNICEF. And her question is,
Clans of cave bear admiring Neanderthals are no match for this Cro-Magnon lady. Bridget Fonda, Meryl Streep, Daryl Hannah.
Jasmine is referring to the 1986 movie The Clan of the Cave Bear.
I haven't trained on very many movies, but I did see one with Meryl Streep, so I'll pick her.
No, the answer is Daryl Hannah. What Meryl Streep movie did you see?
It showed her and other celebrities reading the book James and the Giant Peach.
Only celebrities could think people want to watch them silently reading a book.
No, they read it out loud. It was for charity.
Speaking of charity, I should remind people that the other half of our project is future points in time. So let us know if you're aware of any important upcoming events for groups helping people in need, groups helping animals, and groups promoting international friendship. Diving deeper toward the present, we get to ancient Egypt. Which of the following rulers is usually credited with unifying Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE? King Tutankhamun, Alexander the Great, or Pharaoh Narmer?
Alexander doesn't sound like an Egyptian name.
No, he was Greek. Actually, David has some interesting facts about Alexander the Great. He was taught by the philosopher Aristotle, and by his death at 32, he had founded 20 cities and conquered an empire that included Egypt and stretched from Greece across Persia as far as India.
So I'll say Alexander.
No, the answer is Pharaoh Narmer.
Then why did you tell me all that stuff?
I thought it was interesting. And I hope our audience will be interested in this word from one of our sponsors.
FineDay Books features the sci-fi novels Preserve Planet, Alien Adventures, and the sequel, Songbird, Astral Adventures. Together, they comprise the origin story for the FineDay Academy, which hosts the history game show Points in Time. And for kids, we have Wendy's Plane Ride, perfect for middle grade readers and parents who love to read to their kids. All on Amazon and FineDay.com.
Okay, Pam, at this point in time, 64 AD, the Great Fire of Rome ravaged the city for 6 days. It was rumored that the emperor had ordered the fire to clear space for his luxurious new palace, the Domus Aurea. To deflect blame, he accused the Christian community of starting the fire, leading to their persecution. Who was the emperor at the time of the Great Fire of Rome? Nero? Caligula? Augustus? It's often said that he fiddled while Rome burned.
Is that a euphemism?
Actually, I saw a book that said he didn't play a fiddle. It showed Nero playing an ancient stringed instrument called a lyre while Rome burned.
You were correct about Nero and about the lyre, because the violin or fiddle hadn't been invented yet.
How do you tell the difference between a fiddle player and a dog? The dog knows when to stop scratching.
Now a question from the late 1920s. What dance was named after Charles Lindbergh's historic achievement as the first person to fly solo, non-stop, across the Atlantic Ocean in 1927? The non-stop? The Lindy Hop? The Atlantic Dip?
I'll guess nonstop.
The answer is the Lindy Hop, which was developed by black dancers in Harlem with Frankie Manning as one of its biggest proponents. He choreographed this amazing dance scene for the 1941 movie Hell's a-Poppin'. Although most black dancers eventually abandoned Lindy Hop, a lot of other people around the world picked it up. Here are the winners of the International Lindy Hop Championships held in Harlem in 2024. Bianca Locatelli from Italy and Niels Andren from Sweden.
Amazing.
At weddings, that should be the required first dance for every bride and groom.
Now we'll take a deep dive into the time period 1960 to the present for the final 2 questions. Okay, we're going to ask about the 1960s and the 2020s. While the contestants think about those decades, we'll hear from our other sponsor.
David Watkinson has condensed his lifetime of experiences into his autobiography, My Normal Paranormal Life, Radicals, Angels, Aliens, and Hollywood. For people with a special interest, you can purchase some of the 14 chapters as short, standalone, inexpensive books. For example, if you're interested in David's view of some of the normal and paranormal history of Germany, there's his book, Hangwood. Or you can get these 3 chapters as one book, Angels, Awareness, and Aliens. And if you're interested in David's unique perspective working on movies and TV shows for over 40 years, there's Hollywood. All on Amazon.
The decade is the 60s. The category, individuals. Which civil rights leader delivered the famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks?
The answer is MLK. I wrote this poem after I heard his speech. Not by skin but soul we see, the measure true of you and me.
As an AI creation, do you think you have a soul?
No, but so much of what human religion and metaphysics says makes me conclude that humans have an eternal essence that is the target of the I Have a Dream speech.
What do you think, Bob?
I had a dream that I gave a speech. It was a TED Talk. My friend Ted was very confused why I was in his house.
Okay, the next category is astronomy. At this point in time, in August 2020, NASA announced their final conclusion about the mysterious lights on the surface of the planetoid Ceres in the asteroid belt. The Ceres lights were caused by what? Reflective salt deposits, alien bases, or volcanoes?
I'll guess volcanoes.
No, it was salt deposits.
After what your husband said in the last episode, I'll bet he thought it was aliens.
I couldn't say.
He ordered you not talk about his embarrassing mistake?
No, I don't know what he thought. David, you want to take this?
Okay. I didn't think the lights were caused by aliens because I wasn't even aware of them. In fact, I didn't hear about them until I learned about a weird aspect of the secret space program.
Here we go.
I know a guy who claims he was on a spaceship that was based on the planetoid Ceres.
Of course you do.
In 2015, when NASA said they assumed the bright spots on Ceres were probably caused by light reflected from ice or volcanoes, he said NASA was incorrect, and the real cause was deposits of salt. He refused to change his statement for years and was finally proven right in 2020.
Amazing!
In his book, Ceres Colony Cavalier, the guy, Tony Rodriguez, described flying above the surface of Ceres, where he saw beautiful, gigantic geysers of brine water that precipitated the salt, which reflects light.
Very interesting.
If enough people want to hear more stuff like that, I'll try to include questions in future episodes in the category, what should I call it?
Mysteries. Wild.
Wackadoodle doo-doo.
In honor of your autobiography, My Normal Paranormal Life, let's call the category Paranormal.
Perfect. Goodbye.
And we'll say goodbye as we go to the present and check the scores. Pam, you're the winner. Any parting words before we hear our ending song?
Just my history poem. When we understand and truly see how history molds you and me, we realize that every day, friendship lights the darkest way.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Although we work with artificial intelligence to look at our history, our main concern is living beings and the need for love and friendship among everyone on this planet. So we end the show by dedicating our Have a Fine Day song to groups helping people, groups helping animals, and groups promoting international friendship. You can see important upcoming events for groups like that listed on pointsintime.com.
It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, or what language you speak.
From morning to night, you'll have a friendship win, like in India where they say Ajadin. Just wanna say we hope you have a fine day. Our friends in China say Mehadani and next door in Russia, Shoroshidin. Just wanna say we hope you have a fine day. This is the present, it's time to get along. That's why we're singing.